What's up, YouTube? Tactical Swede here once again. Thanks for watching. So, you've seen me in recent months, I guess, doing a lot of Glock stuff. You've seen me doing upgrades on my Glock 19, the Polymer 80 build. So I figured today it's time to show some love to the Sig P320 here. Today, we're going to be changing the trigger, which, in all honesty, the trigger stock on the P320, not bad. I really don't mind it at all. It feels very nice. The only thing I dislike about it is just the curve of this trigger tends to make your finger want to ride up higher. It's going to slide more into this position here. And the closer you are to the pivot point of the trigger, the higher the perceived trigger weight is going to be. So as it sits right now, we'll put the gauge on it, but I think it's right around 7 pounds where it pulls. So what this trigger here will do, this is the Apex flat-faced action enhancement trigger. It doesn't change any of the internal workings of the trigger. All it does is just change the actual, the actual paddle, and allows you to get lower on the trigger, which gets you further away from the pivot point, which makes the trigger feel lighter. Your perceived pull is going to be lighter. And we'll show on the gauge how that works. First things first, we're gonna see what the stock is. As I said, I've done this before, and it's right around 7 pounds. All right, 7 pounds, 8.9 ounces. £7 pounds, 7 ounces. £7 pounds, 4.4 ounces. So yeah, right in that, just over 7 pounds is where we're sitting right now. So we'll reattack that once we get the trigger changed and see what we're at. So one of the beauties of the P320 here is just the simplicity of disassembly and stuff. Even the trigger itself is a very simple process. You don't really need any tools, but we're going to use this for one of the springs in there. We'll show you in a minute. But, as far as takedown, rotate your lever, slide comes right off. And then the beauty of this gun, pull your takedown lever out, and there's your gun. Simple as that. Set this stuff aside for now. Now, to change this trigger out, all we're going to do is this spring right here. We're going to pull it off right there. This trigger bar is going to come out. Your trigger will lift right out. Throw the new one in, put the spring back on, and that honestly is going to be the hardest part of this whole process. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain to get back on there, but should be a pretty easy process. Alright, so just hook this spring, and simple as that, she's out of there. And then this bar will just move out of the way here. Trigger lifts right out, and your new trigger slides in. Make sure your bar gets hooked on the trigger here. Of course she's wanting to be a pain now that I'm saying how easy it is. There we go. Alright, now it's just a matter of getting the spring back on, and we'll be good to go. Now, as I said, this spring can be a pain. What I try to do is hook this with the pick here and push it up in there. We'll see how it goes. Now it might pop off of there a few times, as it did right there. So you just gotta kind of be patient with it. And of course I'm trying to do this on camera, so I can't really get a good look at what I'm doing. And there she goes. Right back in there. Simple as you like. Alright. Get our trigger housing back in there. Now, a little tricky part about this, a lot of people don't really talk about. If you look in here right now, you'll see that there's a little metal piece, little angled metal piece that's kind of getting in the way. And if you look at the end of your takedown lever, you'll see that there is, again, an angled piece there. So what you want to do is line that angled piece up with the angled piece of metal inside, and then kind of give her a little twist. She'll pop through. And there we go. Take our slide back on, lock it to the rear, and we have a new trigger. So yeah, simple as that. Let's see how she's pulling now. As I said, now this is going to allow you to keep your finger lower on that trigger, which is going to decrease your perceived pull weight. £5, 5.6 ounces. £5, 10.8 ounces. £5, 6.1 ounces. So right in that 5.5 pound range now, down from 7. Now, what I was talking about as far as the pivot point, here I'll kind of demonstrate. Again, I'll put the gauge up here high on the trigger just to show you the difference here. 11 pounds. And if I go kind of in the mid part of the trigger, where I was pulling with the original stock trigger, again, we're back up to 7 pounds. So just to show you, just goes to show you the internal workings of the trigger haven't changed at all. If you're pulling in the same spot as you were on this, it's going to pull at the same weight. But like I said, because this allows you to get lower on the trigger more comfortably, your perceived pull weight is a lot lower. So there you go. Simple, easy modification you can do to your Sig P320 to get a little bit lighter feel on that trigger. That's all today, guys. As always, if you like what I'm doing, please give me that thumbs up. By all means, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button over there. Stay up to date with any new videos we got coming out. We got more in the works. We'll catch you next time, guys. Till then, live life and have fun out there.